Hi, my beautiful butterfly friends. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about Shabbat. So we have the candles, the Kaddish cup, the challah cover, and the challah. So we cover it. So it's a tradition to light the candles before sundown on Friday night. It's a way to honoring Shabbat, to welcome Shabbat in our home. So some people light 2 candles and some do light more than 1 candle. They do 1 for each family member. So we also do the tzedakah. Remember we did tzedakah in the class? Put a coin in the tzedakah box. I wish we could do it again. So we cover our eyes to do the blessing, and until the blessing is recited, it's a way of thanking God to give us Shabbat, to honor it, and thanking Him for giving us the day of rest, to enjoy a meal and a family. So what is the next thing we do after we light the candles? We drink the wine. So we recite, we say the blessing over wine or over grape juice to sanctify Shabbat. Again, sanctify means to make that day a very special day. It's a different day than all the other days of the week. So, then what do? Well, I know you guessed it. The third thing we do for Shabbat is we do the challah. So, challah in Hebrew means loaf of bread. So it's not the bread, it's a different bread, as you can see. It's a different bread, it's braided. It's different than the bread we normally eat. So we cover it, and we also do a blessing over it. And that's it. And then after the blessing, each one has a piece. The person that does the blessing give each member of the family a piece of bread, a piece of challah at the table. That's it. Have a good Shabbat. Hi. After talking to you about my explanation of candlestick, challah cover, the Kaddish cup, I decided to show you a little activity to make some candlestick, a Kaddish cup, and a challah cover. What do you say? Okay, let's try it. It's very easy. You can take any type of paper. If you have construction paper at home, or white paper, any color paper, board, cardboard, whatever you have. So let's do the candlestick. So what you do is you take a paper and you just cut a straight line. You see my scissors? The big finger goes into the small hole and the other 2 go into the bigger hole. And you go up and down, up and down. I know some of you know how to already cut. So you take a paper, this paper, and you just cut a straight all the way, and you make sure you hold the paper with your left hand or your right hand, whoever is left-handed. You cut. This is a candlestick. Does it look like a square to you or a rectangle? You guessed. It's a rectangle. Remember, a rectangle has 2 different sides. This side and this side is the same. This side and this is the same as this. Okay? So this is a rectangle. You can cut another one. You put this one on the top of the other of the paper, and you cut again another stick all the way. Can you see? All the way. That's 2 rectangles. This and this are the same. This and this are the same. Now, you're gonna cut a diamond. A diamond is gonna be used to do the flames of the candle. So, you don't need to draw anything. You go like this, like a V, and then go back this way, and then go here. Look, we did a flame. Look at that. Right here. Let's do another one. You see the shape? What shape is it? I'm sure you guessed. Diamond. This is a diamond, shape of a diamond. So you cut 2 of them. Cut the wrong side. So you go like this, and then you go like this again, and then you go back like this, and like this. This is a diamond. What you do is you take the glue, you put a little bit of glue here, and this one too. Guess what? You have 2 candlesticks with 2 diamonds on the top that represents the light. So you have 2 candles. And now let's do the challah cover, or maybe the Kiddush cup. So you can cut a straight line again, another rectangle, so like I said, you can take any piece of paper. This is another rectangle. 2 sides are the same. This one and this side is the same. This is a rectangle. Oh, I know you know that. And you can still use that piece of paper and you do like a half of a circle, like a little moon. Look, you go like this, and you go back like this. And guess what? You can use the glue right here. Whoops, sorry, the thing came up. Okay. You can put some glue right in the edge here. That's the bottom of the Kiddush cup. And then you can cut. A V Okay, now that you finished your candles, your candlestick with the triangle and rectangle sticks, we're going to do a Kiddush cup. It's just as easy. I'm going to make another triangle. So you cut another piece of paper like this. It's going to be shorter than the other candlesticks, of course. So you cut straight. Okay, that's a triangle, a rectangle. Remember, short, long, short, and long. Now I'm going to make a V for the glass. Yeah. This is a triangle. You take the stick and glue here, just at the end here in the corner, and glue it right here so it looks more like a Kaddish cup. Okay. And what I do is I just cut like a little half a circle. You know, like half a moon. And then I'm gonna glue this. Just here, the edge here. Put it like this, cut it. So it looks more like a cup, like a glass. You see? It's easy, right? This is the Kaddish cup. So remember, I cut a rectangle, short here, long here, half a moon or half a circle, and a triangle. So it looks like a Kaddish cup, doesn't it? All right. So get to work, and I can't wait to see how well you do. Take care. Now, after the candlestick and the Kiddush cup, we're going to do the challah cover. So I'm using the construction paper, any color that you like. You can even use white paper if you like, and that's it. So I cut some, I did cut like 2 rectangles. Remember, like we did for the candlestick? Short, long, short, long. These are rectangle. So I cut 2 rectangles like this, and I'm making fringes. I'm cutting like this. I don't know if you can see it real well. I'm cutting fringes. You remember you did that in class many times, and you love doing fringes on the paper. So you hold the scissors. Make sure you hold the paper with the other hand, so that helps you cutting it good. Okay, so you cut all the way to the end of the rectangle paper. You see? So you see, look, fringes. So I'm using a glue stick, and I'm putting some glue right on the edge of that paper, of that fringe. All right, so going like this, one all the way to the end of the paper. Okay, so that looks like this. You can move them, you can fold them a little bit so it shows all the cutting. Okay, so let's do the other way, the other side too. You get the scissors like this. You hold the scissors. Up and down. Remember, the big finger goes in a small hole, and the other 2 and on the bottom. So, and you cut up and down, up and down. Open up and close. Open and close. Open and close. I hope you see it well. Up and up. Open and close. Scissors. Open and close. Open and close. And open and close. And I'm going to do the same thing for this side too. I'm taking the glue, and I'm going to put some glue all the way on the paper. Okay. And I glue it like this. So you see all the fringes? Isn't that cute? All right, and you can do this side and that side as well. And guess what? You can paint, you can color it with crayons, with with sharpener, whatever you want to use. Okay, you can color it, paint it, like I said. Use markers, all color markers, and you can also use some jewels. So it will look so nice with jewels on it. So you can just take some jewels and put some glue. You can use the other glue, the liquid glue. I'm using this because it's easier right now. But here they are. So you glue some jewels all over. And I'm going to show you when it's finished. Look at that. So you can use different color on this side. On each side you can put like maybe yellow instead of red, and blue on the bottom, white paper, and you can glue jewels on it, put Shabbat Shalom on it. And this is really a nice challah cover. I enjoy doing it, and I know you will too. So try it, okay? And have a good time. Okay, I'm going to read the Shabbat Princess book. It's for Shabbat. So, and it's written by Amy Meltzer. The Shabbat is a queen whose arrival changes the humblest home into a palace. It was Friday afternoon, and Rosie's mother was setting the table for Shabbat. Rosie followed closely behind, folding cloth napkins into perfect triangles. Do you see the triangles? Why do we always use our best dishes for Shabbat? Rosie asked. Because we're welcoming the Shabbat queen, answered her mother. And the queen deserves only the best. Rosie liked queens, she really did, but she loves princesses. This week, could we invite the Shabbat princess too? She asked. Princesses are much more exciting than queens. I've never heard of a Shabbat princess, said her mother. She turned to Rosie's father. Have you? He shook his head. Nope, no such a thing. Rosie frowned. How can there be a Shabbat queen but no Shabbat princess? Her mother thought for a moment. Can you be our Shabbat princess? Me? The Shabbat princess? Asked Rosie. She looked down at her blue jean and t-shirt. Not very princessy. I'll be right back, she called as she dashed up the stairs of her bedroom. She's going upstairs. Look at that, how fast she's going. Rosie opened her dress-up box and spread her fanciest costumes across the bed. She studied each piece thoughtfully. This outfit had to be just right. She chose a purple satin gown and a pair of silver slippers. Do you see the silver slippers right there? Look at that. That gown is beautiful. She added her finest pieces of jewelry and placed a tiara on her head. Rosie studied herself in the mirror and decided she looked perfect. When her father saw her come down the stairs, he sounded an imaginary trumpet, announcing the Shabbat princess. Rosie's face lit up. Being a Shabbat princess felt like a very important job. But where was her castle? We need a moat, she declared. I don't think so, replied her father. A tower. Her mother shook her head. No one in Rosie's family seemed to understand princesses. If only I had a fairy godmother, she sighed. Rosie's mother took her hand and gave her a gentle squeeze. I may not be a fairy godmother, but I'm sure we can make things a little more regal. Let's go have a look at the table. Rosie and her mother walked into the dining room. Rosie looked at the sturdy brass candlestick. Do we have anything with diamonds, she asked. No diamonds, said her mother, but your Aunt Carol gave us a set of crystal candlesticks for our wedding. I took them away because I was afraid they would get broken. Let's go look for them. Perfect, replied Rosie. Rosie's mother took an enormous box down from the hall closet. She and Rosie unwrapped layers and layers of tissue paper. Carefully, they pulled out the tall glass candlestick and placed them on the table. Look at that. This was a definite improvement, but next to the sparkly candlestick, the Kiddush cup looked dull. Do we have any silver goblets? Asked Rosie. Her father raised one eyebrow. This goblet is silver. Are you sure? Asked Rosie. I thought silver was supposed to be shiny. Rosie's father sighed and rolled up his sleeves. I suppose it could use some polish. A few minutes later, he returned from the kitchen. He took a deep bow as he placed the Kiddush cup on the table. The royal goblet is here, princess. Next to the gleaming Kiddush cup, the pink napkin covering the challah looked plain. Rosie shook her head. Princesses do not like plain, she declared. Do we have anything made of velvet or satin? I don't think so, said her mom, rummaging through the bureau. I have an idea, Rosie exclaimed. She zipped back upstairs. Rosie returned with an armful of glittery sequin scarves. Which one do you like best? She asked her parents. After laying a golden scarf atop the two loaves of challah, the family stood back and admired their work. This is a Shabbat table fit for a princess, proclaimed Rosie's father. And not a moment too soon, it's almost sundown. Remember I said before sundown, we light the candles for Shabbat. Look at that beautiful table. Isn't that a beautiful table for Shabbat? Rosie's family gathered around the table and lit the candles. The flames danced on the curves of the crystal. Her father raised the Kiddush cup and sang the blessing. Rosie saw the beautiful grapevines on the side of the shiny goblet. Her mother lifted the shimmering challah cover with a flourish, and together they recited the blessing. After dinner, everyone agreed that the meal had felt like a truly royal banquet. Oh, isn't that nice? Rosie looked up at her parents. Do you think the Shabbat Queen is angry? Rosie asked. Why would she be angry? Asked her father. Well, we made everything so much fancier for the Shabbat princess than we usually do for the queen. Rosie's mother and father exchanged glances. No, said her mother, I am certain that she is not angry. In fact, I think she's delighted. Why? Rosie asked. Because the Shabbat princess reminds us of something important. When an honored guest visits our house, she deserves extra special treatment. So can we build that moat? Asked Rosie. Well, no moat, smiled her mother, but the sparkling candlestick can stay. And I'll polish the Kiddush cup every week, added her father. And I still wear my tiara and gown every now and then, said Rosie, so the Shabbat Queen can feel right at home. The end. Oops, sorry. The end. Isn't that a beautiful book? Guys, Shabbat Shalom.